Alright, he said he wasn't there. We have to keep believing that. Sorry, you've been voicing like everybody.
Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. You've had the talkative clown.
True, but it feels like that's my only character right now.
And his hat.
Yes, I also voice his hat. Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he is jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Trilo said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max.
You're sure of that?
Wait, so now he saw the shape of the face too?
But it was a silhouette! Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap.
You're sure that is what you saw that night? Alright, exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. I'm gonna have to present some sort of evidence. Yeah, I'm gonna have to present that on that thing. Because Silk Hat, Black Cloak, he doesn't mention the roses.
Also, the cloak isn't black.
What?
Pretty sure the cloak's purple.
Well, it's dark. Alternatively, it might actually be black, and it's just in that, like that in the poster or something. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window?
There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much.
Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out of my right eye.
Alright, I could say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20.
That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly.
The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes.
Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found out the murder weapon to know for sure.
They claim it was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report.
With Trilo's testimony and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer.
But Nick, you gotta find a contradiction in this.
It's not gonna be enough.
What?
I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that'll help. I've gotta do it.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be this. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right?
What about the
No.
roses?
Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols?
Yay, everyone get ready. All together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses! What the?
Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He said he saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.1415926.
Silence, fool! You're to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order, order.
Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there wasn't any roses on the person I saw.
The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
Objection!
There was a light!
But but the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
The roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim.
If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He is just toying with this court.
I got her on the ropes now. Whenever there's a nugget of truth, it always seems to peek out at me
Bounce.
and run away. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me!
Bounce.
Your Honor, what the hell is Pearl doing here?
Bounce.
Do you recall Trilo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How could you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims that there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. That's been playing for a while now.
Now, what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about this other testimony. The witnesses stated that without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now.
Your Honor, it may be trivial, but there should still be doubt lingering in your mind.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age.
I'm not mature.
I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? There are no contradictions in his next statement. I'm prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling?
Nick, this is your last chance.
Okay, but get Pearl off that trampoline. She's distracting me.
Bounce.
The silhouette part 2. There's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There was no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. There's the contradiction, because the silk hat fell off.
Dun 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 dun. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this.
Just one chance?
I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. Maybe some weaseling, but no badgers. None. No honey badgers, no regular badgers, no anthropomorphic badgers. If you're going to prove that to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations.
Only got a single shot as this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need.
No badgers.
Just a little badger, please.
No.
How about a raccoon?
I'm going to allow this.
Okay, just in case one chance literally means I can't press. I'm also going to do that in case this causes me to die. This was found at the crime scene, so also it's a fedora. So should I present this here because it was found at the crime scene?
I think so. I mean, usually you would press first. Oh, nope, I guess I was right.
This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see.
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Ms. Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found?
Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means...
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true!
Order! 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 Mr. Curls!
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, among other things.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean you belong to me. No matter how old I can always be younger than you. Ah!
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are?
I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing this dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth.
He's turned into a bratty little kid.
It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene.
What's the matter, Nick?
There's something I've been mulling over for a while now.
The motherfucking footprints.
Mo, what do you want? He just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
He flew!
What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. Objection. Shut the fuck up, Von Karma.
This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Ms. Von Karma's protest is useless.
Grr. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
Except he didn't!
That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened?
Oh, I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the crime scene?
Yes.
Mickey Mouse?
Look at this picture.
Look at this photograph.
The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there! Ay, 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 ay. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record.
I swear if you say he flew. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second!
He's gonna say he flew, isn't he?
You guys can't just ignore everything I've said! Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second! I think you said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt! I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear!
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls.
Yes?
The testimony you provided up until now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied, it's just
what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Why does she never get in trouble for this? Order! I will have order!
Apparently, this series of games is based on the Japanese judicial system, and it's accurately portrayed.
Holy shit.
I mean, I don't think they actually bring whips to court or anything, but...
They can tell witnesses, shut up. Oh, apparently not. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Don't you bow at me. Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw.
How do you keep saying truth?
Shut the f***.
You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic dribble.
A lot of her motions are the same as Manfred von Karma's, like squeezing the arm, grabbing his shoulder, or grabbing her shoulder when, proven wrong or whatever.
She probably just picked it up from him.
Well, here's the thing, though. When Manfred von Karma did it, it was to foreshadow that he had been shot in the shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she was born and, like, living in Germany before he got shot.
Yeah.
Or after he got shot, sorry.
Yep.
Or before he got shot, so why would she have picked it up from him?
Because he did it.
No, because if she was living in Germany, and presumably not with him, before he got shot, he wouldn't have been doing that.
I mean, he probably went home at some point.
Never mind. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows! Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is the truth now, get ready for it. He flew! He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Huh. Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to lead the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses? Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
His eyes are playing tricks, he's telling the truth, or this is all a dream, right?
He is telling the truth. I think I'm with you. I think it was the acrobat.
But what is up with... I'm confused.
What? The way he flew, it just looked like he was hoisted. Guys on the 3rd floor just set up a pulley system. Voop!
Here's the thing. If he even so much as landed on the ground, he would have left a footprint.
Yeah. Are we going with flying monkey theorem?
Wait a minute. Okay, so let's assume that what Mo said and what was demonstrated for us is what happened.
Okay.
Let's assume there is, like, something or someone wearing the cloak and the hat that then flew away.
Whee!
But not leaving a footprint. Therefore, when it hit him, or when they hit him,
They were
not touching the ground.
okay.
But they looked like they were.
Because of the cloak?
Yes, because of the cloak. So...
Oh my god, was it actually the fucking monkey?
No, because remember, he said he saw the face.
Okay.
So, wait a minute! Well, then what the fuck could it be? Because, like...
I don't know.
Did someone, like, make, like, a Max mask or something? And, like... Then, like, dress and, like... Because, like, we're assuming Russell wore the stuff, right?
Yeah, but at this point, remember, we still think that they killed Russell on accident thinking it was Max. We don't know more to say anything.
Okay, I'm gonna choose he's telling the truth, and we'll see what the reaction is here, okay?
Yeah. I mean, the reaction is probably going to be, wait until tomorrow, go investigate more, go investigate Acro's room and that pile of random crap, one of which is probably the murder weapon.
What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up.
Which means that he is telling the truth.
That's what I think.
Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic.
Yikes, you're right. Ow!
Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. Yep, see, breaking out court. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! If you disregard need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Exclamation point! Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It is an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. Okay. I believe that's enough for today. Court is now in recess. Monkey bars, here I come!
Ah, boy. Hey, sweeties! What in the world is going on? That's what I want to know!
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was still Maya because her sprite changed. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy.
But it looks so effortlessly for you on stage.
It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires that have them hoist me through the air.
Wow. You just told me the secret to fly with your magic.
No! I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule! I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry you had to break a magician's creed to keep the magic trick secret.
Dick, what do we do now? He's gonna be hunted down by the Magician's Guild.
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea! Let's go grab a gigantic butterfly net.
Okay.